Welcome back to the channel. Today's video exposes a shocking encounter that has people divided across the internet. One officer has already faced serious consequences, but the real question is, who was truly in the wrong? Watch closely, because what you're about to see might completely change how you view this situation. And before we begin, make sure to hit that like button to help spread awareness and hold those in power accountable.
Name and badge number?
He's like, I was on a boating accident.
Excuse me.
And that's what happened.
Hello? I'm a living person. Here.
Are ya?
What's your name and badge number, please?
I don't know.
Where you guys going? Are you guys cops? What's your name? Hello? I'd like to speak with you guys. It's just a question. That's why people hate you guys. Are you corrections? Probably. You're probably not even real cops. Are you? You have guns? Yeah. You're cops. Tyrants. How many amendments in the Constitution? How many amendments in the Constitution? What's the Third Amendment? What's the Third Amendment? Right. You gotta get this right? What's the Third Amendment? You guys are tyrants from the get-go. Tyrants. You ever heard of Auditing America? Over 120 million combined views on the internet? That's us. Say hi, Mom. This guy has still not grown a full beard, but he decided to become a police officer and stand up for the Constitution that he knows nothing about. So, unless you want to tell us the Third Amendment, Whoa, do you guys know what a thumbnail is? This is gonna be beautiful. Alright,
good luck with that.
Oh, look. You guys.
This encounter doesn't simmer, it detonates. From the opening seconds, the auditor immediately demands names and badge numbers. The officers ignore him and keep walking. And instead of de-escalation, the tone escalates fast. He fires off constitutional questions. How many amendments? What's the Third Amendment? No greeting. No neutral introduction. Straight into confrontation. He labels them tyrants within the first minute. This isn't a calm audit, this is performance pressure. Public shaming. A challenge issued in real time. The officers remain mostly silent. And that silence becomes the fuel. By 1:32, the dynamic is clear. This will not be a polite exchange. This will be a public spectacle.
Just gonna eat some books and learn the Constitution, tyrants.
I've done guiding for kayaks.
Okay.
More like nature themed stuff.
Right. I'm gonna wait for them outside because obviously we respect private property. And that's the gap between the citizens and the police. I was never rude to them. All I said was, what's your name and badge number? And they immediately don't want to speak to the citizens, even though their job is to serve the public. They sure love bacon. Hey, I need a number 2. It's for a cop. For a cop? Alright guys, so
The officers disengage and go inside. The auditor shifts to narration mode. He claims he was never rude, though viewers just witnessed aggressive questioning. He frames the situation as the gap between police and citizens. Then comes the sarcasm. They sure love bacon. He orders food for a cop. It's mockery layered with performance. But here's what's important, there is no police escalation. No detention. No removal. No threats. The tension now is entirely verbal, and entirely one-sided. This segment builds anticipation because we know the officers will have to come back outside. And when they do, it ramps up again.
I can't take him to jail. I can't give him a ticket. But I can criticize him. Get out of the way, sir.
The officers re-emerge. And this is where things shift from constitutional criticism to personal ridicule. He comments on their food choices. He mocks their appearance. He taunts age and physical condition. You got like 5 years left. Learn the Constitution. You see, students. This is no longer about policy transparency. This becomes public humiliation. The officers still do not retaliate. They don't detain him. They don't argue law. They disengage verbally. And that restraint, whether strategic or indifferent, changes the optics dramatically. Now the audience must ask, who looks professional here?
Here they come. Let me guess. The roast pork? What you guys ordered? You see, I'm very respectful and I love to praise good officers. That respect when respect is shown. But people like you, like yourself, that never met me before in your life, and I'm a regular citizen who asked the question, and every single one of you decided to ignore me just because I'm exercising my First Amendment right to video record?
Training exercise or something.
Grandpa, Grandpa, you got like 5 years left. Keep it going. You got like 5 years left, bro. You got like 5 years left. Keep it going. So, the First Amendment is not about the weather, it's about controversial speech. And we have the right to criticize you guys. So,
How's the weather today, Baker?
What's your name, Miko? Oh God, you don't want to know what that means in Colombia. Miko means monkey. Anyway, so the Third Amendment. Sir, you look like a smart guy. Do you know the Third Amendment?
No, but I'm gonna get some food.
Oh, well, you enjoy that.
You too.
Make sure you pay your taxes so that you can question these people the way I do. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars being taxed and given to the police that doesn't know about our rights. Guys, I understand that most of you were C students. That's why you became a police officer. You're a C student. Most A students don't become cops, you know? They become probably attorneys, and they know the law. So I think that every single one of you should go back to school, learn the Constitution, learn the First Amendment to start off. Does any one of you know how many constitutions are there? How many amendments are there in the Constitution? Do you know, right, how many amendments? You just got out of school the other day, brother. Do you know how many? Oh man, must suck to be in your position right now. Because you see, if I'm being watched by thousands of people and I'm asked a question about my job, the first thing I'm gonna do is to, you guys gonna jaywalk? Or you gonna chill right here? Follow the law, what you're supposed to do. Okay, so, that's pretty wild. So you have to know about our rights if you're gonna go around taking freedom for people who violate the law. If you don't know the law, there's no way that you can enforce it.
Now the auditor pivots back to law. He lectures them on knowing citizens' rights before enforcing laws. He argues that ignorance of the Constitution disqualifies enforcement authority. He repeatedly asks how many amendments exist. No one answers. Then comes a subtle irony moment. He calls them out for potentially jaywalking. He insists they must follow the law. The pressure tactic continues, public questioning without response. But again, no enforcement action from police. This segment builds tension because viewers expect escalation. It never comes. Instead, silence becomes the dominant response.
Miller, you've been a cop for a very long time. You still don't know our rights. Are you an attorney? Are you an attorney? Are you an attorney? Good enough. Come over here. You can represent me. Okay, so can I get a promise from you that you're gonna check up on our rights? Can I get that promise from you, right? Since I know that you're listening to me. These guys don't give a damn. They're too old already for this shit. This guy can't catch no criminals. Have you guys seen police in America? All they know how to do is eat. You don't want to look like Miller when, you know, when you're 15, 20 years in the job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Miller looks like he ate himself. Completely. Miller, that's the walk of shame. Miko, that's the walk of shame. You're being watched by thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of Mr. America fans. That's why Mr. America does what he does, right? That's why we have over 120 million combined views on the internet. I can't take you to jail, even though you guys are already here. I can't give you a ticket, Miller. I can't give you a ticket, right? But guess what I can give you? A lifetime on the internet. You guys have been owned by Mr. America. Enjoy your walk of shame.
Now we reach the branding moment. He names officers individually. He tells them they're being watched by thousands. He calls it the walk of shame. This is psychological framing. He admits openly, I can't take you to jail. I can't give you a ticket. But I can give you a lifetime on the internet. This is the thesis of the entire encounter. The weapon here isn't legal authority, it's audience exposure. The officers walk away. No detention. No use of force. The tension resolves not through law, but through social pressure.
Hi, can I get your name and badge number, please?
It's right here. I'm actually on the phone with the victim right now. I'm sorry, someone is coming up and talking to me.
Well, I'm a victim too.
Okay, well I'm dealing with this right now, so I can't talk to you.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. Well, this might be personal conversation, so I'm gonna go in.
So if it's personal, it's not a victim, right? It's police business.
Sorry, I was getting interrupted.
That's the walk of shame too.
Side.
That's the walk of shame too. Oh wow. Portland, huh? Portland. Guys, that's why Mr. America does what he does. Find us everywhere, everywhere. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Just when it seems finished, a new officer appears. This interaction is completely different in tone. He asks politely for name and badge number. The officer calmly replies, "It's right here. I'm on the phone with a victim." Professional. Direct. Controlled. The auditor attempts to insert himself as a victim, too. The officer disengages respectfully, citing police business. No insults. No mocking. No escalation. And with that, the video closes with branding and promotion. The contrast is sharp. One encounter filled with confrontation and ridicule. One brief interaction handled clinically and calmly. The title calls it a tyrant alert. But what viewers actually saw was officers largely choosing silence over escalation.